Most people install a reverse osmosis system to clean their water, but they don't realize what it takes out in the process. Standard RO strips everything, not just contaminants, minerals too. So what you're left is technically clean water, but it tastes flat, slightly acidic, almost lifeless. That's the trade-off nobody talks about. That's exactly why I went with this. The Frizzlife PD600 doesn't just filter the water, it rebuilds it. After filtration, it runs through a stage that adds minerals back in and raises the pH. So, instead of that empty, flat taste, you get water that actually feels right when you drink it. It has that clean, crisp finish most filters lose. But even if the water tastes better, there's another problem most systems never solve: where that water sits. Traditional RO systems store it in a tank under your sink, and it just sits there, sometimes for hours, sometimes longer. This system removes that completely. No tank. When you turn the faucet on, it's filtering in real time. So you're not drinking water that's been sitting in a container. And you're not giving up half your cabinet space to a tank. Now here's where most tankless systems fall short: speed. Because if it's slow, you stop using it. That's just reality. This PD600 doesn't have that problem. It fills a glass in seconds, fast enough that you don't even think about it. So it actually fits into how you use water every day. But here's where it starts to matter long term. Because speed doesn't mean much if the system wastes water. And a lot of them do. Some systems dump 3 or 4 gallons down the drain just to give you one. That adds up every single day. This cuts that waste down significantly. So instead of paying for water you never use, you keep more of it. And over time, that's real money. Now here's the part that matters more than anything else: proof. So let me show you this in real time. I turn the faucet on, water's running, and it's instant. No delay, no tank filling, just clean water right away. This is exactly how I use it. Glass fill, done. And this is where you notice it. It's clean, but it doesn't have that empty, flat taste. There's actually something to it. And here's the actual unit. I'm using a small 100 amp lithium battery from Green OE and a small 300 watt inverter from Bestech. All links are in the description below. I can use my other power systems, but this works great. All compact, no extra wiring. This motorhome cabinet is really small, and I had to raise the cross pipe about 1/8 of an inch to fit it in. The only issue I had was getting my hand behind the sink to attach the faucet. Other than that, it was easy and quick. Here's the back of the unit, and you'll notice there's 4 little plugs I have to get out with a little wrench here. I just stick it under to the bottom, push down, pull it out, do the next one. It's a little stiff the first time. Do it again. Eventually they all come out. This is where the hoses will go. I'll put them in a second. You'll see it. A little tight. And I got big fingers. There we go. And the last one for the larger hose. There we go. All done. Now I'm going to attach a little fitting over the hose and put the hose in hot boiling water to soften it, because I'm going to attach it to a fitting right there that's going to go between the cold water and the unit. Stick the hose into the nipple and secure it. Tighten it up. Use a wrench. Make it really tight, and it goes onto the cold water. All right, now we're looking at the water lines. And the blue is the cold and the red is the hot. It's hard to get my hands in there. Here's a better shot of the blue cold water line. Frizzlife provides these stainless steel 1/2 inch to 3/8 couplers. My RV connectors are 1/2 inch, not 3/8. So this is perfect. Drill a hole right now into the pipe where the wastewater is going to go. Use a 1/4 inch drill bit. There we go. And there's a little bracket. Sticks into the bracket, and we stick it right into that hole, about 1/2 inch, and secure the bracket. They give you 2 bolts with nuts to attach it. Real simple to do. I got big hands and it's way back there. It's hard to reach. The amount of space is the big difference between a house cabinet and a RV cabinet. I raised the horizontal pipe right above the unit about 1/8 of an inch so I could fit it in. First thing is we're going to take the front cover off. And you'll notice 2 of the 3 filters. I'm using a small piece of cardboard and a razor blade to make a clean cut on the PEX lines so I can attach them better. One. That's on the 1/4 inch. And here's for the 3/8. Good clean cuts. After we cut the PEX, we're going to place it into the back of the unit, straight into where we removed those little pegs before. Last step is to install this filter on the wall here and attach the remaining PEX to it. Tight cabinet space, filter on left, unit on right. I then ran the water about 25 minutes to flush the system out. Because without it, you're just trusting the system is working. There's a live TDS display built right in. So when you turn the water on, you can actually see what's in it. And when those numbers drop into the single digits, you're not guessing anymore. You know exactly what you're drinking. And once you see that in real time, it changes how you think about water completely. If you're thinking that this sounds complicated to install, it's not. This is one of those things you knock out in under an hour and you're done. Most of it just connects and locks into place. Nothing technical. So when you step back and look at it, it isn't just about filtration. It's about getting water that actually tastes right without the waste, without the tank, and without wondering what's really coming out of your tap. I hope this video helped you understand about RO water and how this actually works in my RV and why I decided to go with this unit. Happy RVing. See you down the road.